Ma?
It was fall in South Florida. Although you couldn't tell by the weather, it was pretty much summer all year, which I loved. If there was ever a time I romanticized about more than this, I don't know it. 1993, 8th grade, 9th grade, probably all through high school. Some of the best, if not the best years of my life. If for no other reason than I had my parents there with me, I had good friends, and I was living in Florida. It was a great time. I miss those days, and I miss the 90s.
Take him over there. Take him. Take Dad, Mama. Take Dad. He's getting a kick out of it.
8th grade would continue to be a very transformative year for me. Eventually, I would lose those big glasses. A few girls even started talking to me. It was definitely the start of something different. I was starting to stick up for myself. The bullying was beginning to end, and it was becoming a whole new world.
Changing fast.
ESPN may not have basketball. They may not have NKAA basketball, but I'm Chris Berman, and we still have the Chris Berman Show. TNT, I'm going to talk about this for a moment. I'm Chris Berman. Welcome to the Chris Berman Show. TNT may think they're great. They have Dick Enberg, they have Marv Albert, they have O.J. Simpson. Chris Berman, undoubtedly the best announcer there ever was. And I still have my own show. Chris Berman Show coming at you. We have a special NKAA guest introducing from the Detroit Pistons, although they're 0-2, ladies and gentlemen, TJ Dumars.
The Chris Berman Show was my little NKAA talk show. I could fill you in on all the latest details of the league, and we would do some interviews with my friends. Me and my friend TJ met in the 4th grade, and we were good friends ever since. Unfortunately for TJ, he was having a rough year, as him and Jacob, as we said before, were not meshing well.
It's like now everything's different. The teams are way different. This year is not really meaningful to me. I haven't started off very good. I'm shooting lousy.
Before an F in journalism my freshman year ruined my dreams, I wanted to be a sportscaster, as you can probably tell. I think I was pretty good at it, but obviously the school system didn't quite get me. I can't tell you guys how much I wish YouTube was around in these days. Man, what a missed opportunity.
This is a team that seems troubled this year, 0-2. I mean, what's wrong with the chemistry? Is there something wrong with the path? And what's wrong with it overall?
I gotta say my partner. I mean, I'm not blaming it on him, no, but he's not the partner I'm used to. You know, I gotta get used to the partner first before I play. I really didn't spend that much time with him.
Jacob Lane Beer, do you guys have a friendship off the court?
We really don't talk that much. I mean, we might play some football together, but it's very rarely. You know, this kid is not, he cusses a lot, you know.
If it all started over next year, would you be happy with him?
No, I think I would have to, if he was on my team next year, you know, the round pick again, I would have to resign.
A league has never really been finished before. It's never ended because someone will quit. Will we finish this year?
I would say we will.
This 5th season of NKAA basketball would be our best season ever. The only season we ever finished.
Hiram Munoz, he really came a lot up.
Yeah, he did. He worked off in the offseason.
Yeah, he has. I mean, he surprised me in that game. I really stood back and I thought he was gonna miss, but he shocked me on a lot of shots. But when he wins the ring, I'm glad for him because he worked for that ring. He worked hard. Right now, he looks like he is gonna get a ring, but we'll see.
All right, TJ, thank you very much. It's been a pleasure having you on the Chris Berman Show. The
See you
Chris
later.
Berman Show, brought to you by Toyota. I'm Chris Berman for the Chris Berman Show. It's been brought to you by Toyota. It's also been brought to you by Kellogg's. They're great. Hello everyone, I'm Chris Berman. Welcome to another episode of the Chris Berman Show. Here is yet another day. We saw TJ Dumars yesterday on the Chris Berman Show.
The only team you haven't seen play yet is the Chicago Bulls. Sean and Billy.
He has yet to play a basketball game, so we're going to get his insights on how he feels about his team and their chances this season. He's from the Chicago Bulls. Everyone, please, in our studio audience, put your hands together for Sean Jordan.
Me and Sean were good friends in 8th grade. We both went out for the basketball team together.
How you doing today?
I'll tell you how that went another time.
Talking about your partner, Billy, whatever his last name might be, changed it from year to year. He has a real attitude problem. What are you going to do about this attitude problem? Because I know yourself pretty well. I've been around through the years. You don't have an attitude problem. You're a rookie now, so hopefully you won't have that problem. But Billy does.
Well, I'm trying to talk it through with him, and since he's a sore loser, hopefully we will win all the time.
If Billy Pippin does not show up, we're going to call him Billy Pippin. If he does not show up, are you prepared to take your cousin as a substitute?
Yeah.
Are you prepared to take the consequences?
Yes.
Win or lose?
That's right.
I understand. And what would his name be?
Antonio Armstrong.
Antonio Armstrong. Now we start our 5th season, so you're just getting into it. You'll have a lot of great times ahead of you. Thanks for joining us today.
All right, thanks a
I'm
lot.
Chris Berman, and we'll see you on the next Chris Berman Show.
Coming down.
I'm Dick Enberg. Welcome to the TNT Basketball Pregame Show. We're in the arena right now. Let's send it down to Dick Vern. He's joined by Antonio Armstrong.
Thanks, Dick. I'm joined with the Bulls. Antonio Armstrong, how was your first time in the substituting for Billy
Pippin.
Pippin?
Well, I'm scared of cat. I'm just going to go in there and come back.
So how you feel with playing with your cousin? Sean Jordan, how's your any out views on the game?
Well, I'm very happy we got to our first game. I wish we could have got more of a crowd. And all we're going to say is we're going to do our best and hopefully come out as winners. Well, let's say hi, Ma.
Back to
Hey,
you.
Dad.
Hello, I'm Dick Enberg. Thanks a lot, Dick. I'm standing here with Danny Starks.
Danny was a good friend, and he was a good guy. He was always there. He would always sub if we needed him to. Never complained, and he was only there to have fun.
I think Howard has good potential since last year he didn't do as well as everybody think he would. But this year I think he's going to try to be one of the best.
How do you feel about this Miami Heat team of Allie Smith and Hiram Stifling? Do you feel that you can win today?
Yeah, with Allie, he has been a good friend of mine and the other players on the team and other teams. I think we'll probably win.
All right, let's go down back down to Dick Vernkist and myself, Dick Enberg, with the starting lineups.
My friend Billy moved to Lake Worth, so he didn't get to come visit very often. This made it tough to get him and Sean together for games. We would manage to do it towards the end of the season, but early on, they kept missing each other.
Now the starting lineups for the visiting Miami Heat. First, Danny Starks and Allie Smith. And now the starting lineup for your Chicago Bulls. Woo! Woo! Ladies and gentlemen, substituting Antonio Armstrong. Woo! Woo! And Sean Jordan. Woo! Let's start the game.
Sometimes, if we only had 4 people, we would just set the camera down on the table and record the game. It might not be the most exciting, but we wanted to document it. Hey, did I mention me and Sean went out for the basketball team together? Now, I know I wasn't the greatest player, but I'm telling you right now, at Margate Middle School in 1993-94, I was one of the top 5 players in that school, hands down. I was taller than almost all of them. You probably know where this is going.
Nine to 3 halftime. Let's join Dick Vernkist in the Bulls locker room.
Live from the Bulls locker room. Antonio, how was it?
Terrible.
Do you have any comments?
Huh?
Any comments? Sean, Jordan.
I finally we're connecting right. We need our teammates. We need to listen more often.
What about that double dribble call?
Well, I called that before, but he opened his mouth.
So you're mad about you're mad with your team?
Yes, because that should have been our ball.
Mm-hmm.
And also another thing, Danny was all over me and all over him. I don't know if the ref didn't see it or what.
Well, we have to go back to refs and check that out. Back to you.
I'm Dick Enberg, and welcome to the game. It's a 9-3. Miami leads at halftime, looking to go to 2-0 against the Chicago team. It's been rugged and rough that you've been accused of some fouls. What do you have to say?
They say that accused of fouls, but no fouls.
There's no fouls from him.
Let's go Bulls! Let's go Bulls!
The crowd chanting for the Bulls.
Let's go Bulls! Let's go Bulls! Let's go Bulls! Let's go Bulls! Let's go!
Now getting a bit involved. Let's get back to the game. Miami ball. Jesus Christ, Danny!
Sorry.
That almost hit the camera. I would kill.
Forget the rush, you're in and find a good spot. Sit down and join us as we sing a good song. Keep back the legs and just follow along. Oh, we got plenty of time. Get it easy, won't cost you a dime. Throw another log onto the fire. Because it's a beautiful day.
$14-13. Over here, Danny. Next point wins from Chicago.
basketballs all over the ball.
Hello everyone, I'm Dick Enberg. Welcome to the post-game show. I'm joined here by Sean Jordan. Sean, you guys were down 9-3 at halftime. You managed to...
And there you see it. My glasses are off. No, I didn't have contacts just yet, but that was the beginning.
Estimate this whole game in a couple of words, please.
Well, I'd like to say this was one of the greatest games ever.
It was.
You were seeing everything. Games like this is what really basketball is all about.
You just played your heart out. Now the most difficult part's going to come because Billy Pippen's going to have to find out he's 0-1.
Yeah, that's true, but it's his fault for not showing up.
Absolutely. Antonio, today you subbed for Billy. Would you like to have a full-time starting job here, or are you content just to be a substitute? A substitute. So you're not ready for a full-time job at this moment.
The 5th season of our Backyard Basketball League was in full swing, and we finally had a chance to actually finish out a year, maybe even finish the playoffs.
Jordan has been extremely hurt. His knee has been hurt severely. Unfortunately, he may be out for the entire season.
When we said someone was injured in this league, 9 times out of 10, it just meant their parents wouldn't let them out that day.
We all know Mike Ewing expected to be back today. Bad news for the New York Knicks and their playoff hopes, as he may be gone for this season. Not totally sure. He's at least gone for this game. We'll find out tomorrow if he needs surgery or not. His that hand, if you recall last season when he broke his hand, now the surgery on the hand that they have done apparently wasn't good enough, and when he tried the shoot around earlier today, his hand got worse and worse, and now it's to the point where he can't even move that hand. So we'll have to see if he's ready for the next game. The Knicks will have to go on without him. From Miami, Hiram Cycley will take his place. That'll be Hiram Cycley teaming up with the New York Knicks, Danny Starks. They'll take on Jacob Laimbeer and TJ Dumars, the Detroit Pistons from New York. Today should be an excellent, excellent game between the Detroit Pistons and the New York Knicks. We got the bad news today. Mike has, if you remember, Mike lost his hand in an accident last year. He has re-injured it. How do you feel about this? Can you go on without your partner? Is it possible for you to make the playoffs now at 0-1 again without your partner?
Hiram is improving as a sub. I saw him in his first game. He was poor. He ever tried when he was last year trying out as a rookie?
Right.
He was awful. He made more. A 5-year-old can shoot better than him. But this year he can improve.
How are you gonna do in the playoff? Next. That's all I can do. Well, how do you feel about the other team you're versing?
The New York Knicks.
New York Knicks.
I think they could suck today.
And that's it from this man right here. I don't know who he is. So back to Dick.
Hello everyone, I'm Dick Enberg, standing with TJ Dumars. TJ, if there's any way you guys can make the playoffs, it's today. Mike Ewing re-injuring that broken hand of his. Actually, he lost his hand in the accident. Do you remember last year?
Yeah, I remember.
But now he re-injured it shooting earlier. How lucky are you guys to be here without Mike Ewing?
Very lucky. I think we have the advantage now.
That's it from here. I'm Dick Enberg. Let's send it down for the starting lineup and the nod of today's game here on TNT. The Detroit Pistons at the Knickerbockers. Wait! An injury. Let's see what's going on here.
I just twisted the ball.
This could be his own partner.
He stepped.
Let's send it back down for starting announcement.
I did. Yes, I did.
No score here. Early Pistons. Next. Oh, that's a nice travel there. No call. Shoots it up and in. Jacob Laimbeer. Munoz misses big time. Laimbeer didn't take it back. Laimbeer. Danny Starks having to deal here without Mike Ewing. Nice pass, foul. And it counts. Count it. And a free throw.
Jacob.
Throws it away. Yes, sir. It's 5-4 Knickerbockers. For Hiram Cycley putting in the effort of a lifetime. That boy has improved, whether he'll like it or don't like it. There's the mascot.
This was the ultimate David and Goliath match. Hiram and Danny had no business being in a league with TJ, but this would be a hell of a game.
It's 6-5. Laimbeer has a chance for halftime. He throws it away. What's going on, Dumars? Dumars fights for the rebound. Nice guarding by Ronnie. Hiram cycling. That's halftime. An extremely close game. There's not much, an injury possibly. There isn't much doubt these Pistons are really fighters. We'll be right back with the halftime report and an update on what's going on.
Do you think Hiram cycling can stuff you?
I doubt that, but we'll see. You never know.
Sure.
What?
Sometimes we'd get so into the game we forgot we weren't in an actual arena. We were in my backyard, and that's my dad, with a leaf blower.
Hiram gets in it. Nice shot. 10-5.
Yes, the issues between TJ and Jacob weren't getting any better.
Danny gets it back. Nice. Nice. Hiram for 3. But he didn't shoot it. For 3. Yes, Hiram hits it. 13-10. 13-10. New York leads Detroit. And they are a 3-pointer away from victory. Rebound TJ Dumars keeping the hopes alive. 13-10. The shot. Good. 13-12. Hiram says yes. 15-12. They are a shot away from victory. Pistons with the ball. Is it a good throw? Yes, it is. 15-14. Good defense now. For the game. Yes, Detroit has the victory.
Detroit held on and won a game against a team they should have destroyed. It was almost an upset, but it wasn't to be. And my buddy Hiram took it a little hard.
Hey, let me play a game. Yeah, Sue. Real fast.
Alright, hello everyone. My name is... What's my name?
Berman!
Who am I?
The star's been in the league!
I'm Chris Berman and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Chris Berman Show. We want to give thanks to our sponsors like Toyota.
I love what you do for me, Toyota.
And sponsors like Reebok Blacktop.
Play hard.
And of course, Kellogg's. What are they?
You're great!
That's our sponsor. Ladies and gentlemen, Billy Pippin.
Yeah!
My friend Billy used to live right down the street from us, but when he moved away, we didn't get to see him quite as often. Still, he would show up and play ball.
Your partner, Sean Jordan, he was here just right on the other tape, volume 1, he was there and he was talking to us. And we were talking about, as everyone is blatantly see, your attitude problems. We've been talking about that. And Sean said, hopefully you won't have an attitude problem because we won't lose. How do you feel about that?
Well, he's a great fighter for the team. I mean, hopefully he'll do like Michael does all the scoring for us, and I don't have to worry about shooting the threes when we need it. So we'll get in a playoff season. But, it's
You're
gonna be
1-1
hard.
right now.
Oh yes, but that's the past. When I'm back, so I was on injured reserve, as you know.
Right. Your
So
ankle.
Oh yes, it's all right now.
Can Orlando go on without Jordan O'Neal?
I don't think so.
It'll be difficult.
It will be difficult because he has been suspended for fighting that hurt on the bar with Charles
Oh yeah,
Barkley.
that as well, but that's not what actually happened. It was the knee.
And then also
during the fight.
Yeah, during the fight, Barkley.
This guy's on his news. What can I say? During the fight,
I can't help it. I watch
he injured
ESPN
his
a lot.
knee. He shouldn't be in those fights, however. All right, Billy. Ladies and gentlemen, how about giving it up?
Thank you.
Yeah!
Thank you for being here.
Number one,
thank you.
baby!
You can. We'll see you next time.
Yes.
Hopefully, you'll be good enough to be back here playoff time. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Chris Berman Show, brought to you by Toyota
I love what you do for me.
and by Kellogg's. What are they?
You're great!
We'll see you next time. I'm Chris. Wait a second. I'm Chris Berman. I gotta throw something at you. I'm Chris.
And just like that, my camera stopped working. How disappointed would you be if I told you this was it? No more Adolescence, no more 90s. It all stops here.
The red light?
You record, let me see.
It says record inside there.
Let me see if record, you can see what you record. Push that button.
Which one?
Luckily, I was a spoiled brat, and my father wasn't about to let that happen. Thanks, Dad.
Love you.
Working, huh?